People who are shipping higher goods, because these are fixed charges, they get to enjoy a lower cost per kilogram. And these rates cover doorstep delivery to anywhere in the UK, any doorstep, any zip code in the UK. The fee you pay is inclusive of all these documentation charge, it is inclusive of all these terminal charges, it is inclusive of clearance on the other side. Hey guys, my name is Kelvin from Tuma Mizigo Logistics. We are a logistics company based in Nairobi, Kenya, and we transport goods everywhere from Kenya to anywhere in the world and from anywhere in the world to Kenya. Today, we'll talk about how to ship goods from Kenya to UK. So all the nitty-gritties, what are the costs, what is the transit time, what paperwork do you need, everything you basically need to know about this. Now let's get started. Number one, how long does it take for goods to arrive to the UK once you deliver them to us? So 3 to 4 days to any doorstep in the UK. Okay, so freight time is typically 1 to 2 days, and then 1 day clearance and delivery. Right, now today we'll specifically speak about shipping by air. So what are the costs and what are the type of parcels, and the nitty-gritty is basically involved. Now there's two ways to ship goods by air. Now there's express courier service and there's air freight. So air freight service is typically used by people doing commercial shipments. So where now we only ship these goods to an airport. We don't do any last mile delivery. We don't do the clearance on the other side. So we just pick your goods and we ship them to the airport, and you go and collect at the airport. For example, now these ship now to London Heathrow. The current rates will be around $4.6 per kilo. Now besides air freight charges, you would need to other charges. Additionally, here locally you would need to pay $30 airway bill fee to the airline. You would need to pay around $65 to $93 as terminal handling charges, where at the terminal where your goods will be loaded from here in Nairobi. And now a small freight cost now to the airport, typically around $5 to $30, depending on the on the size of your package, whether it's carried by a motorcycle or carried by a van or carried by a large truck. Now, and then there's express courier service, which we offer now for doorstep delivery. Now, what's the difference between this and this? Now, this has no extra charges. So the fee you pay is inclusive of all these documentation charge, it is inclusive of all these terminal charges, it is inclusive of clearance on the other side. What it does not include are taxes applicable on the other side. So what are the charges you are looking at? For parcels shipped under this format are typically mid-size commercial shipments. You have your personal parcels and documents. So for instance, if it's personal parcels, you're looking at personal effects, maybe someone relocating from Kenya to the UK, someone who left behind something, some small commercial shipments like curios, food items and things like that. Okay, now let's get to the rates. Now, if your goods are above 70 kilos and above, we will charge you a flat rate of 760 shillings per kilogram. Okay, now for small parcels, the rate will be higher per kilogram. And why is this the case? The reason is because to send any type of goods, the procedure is the same. The shipping something weighing 100 kilos, shipping something weighing 1000 kilos, and shipping something weighing 5 kilos is the exact same process and documentation required. We would need to do an export declaration on this side, we would need to do an import declaration then on the other side, and these cost money. So for people who are shipping higher goods, because these are fixed charges, they get to enjoy a lower cost per kilogram for the goods they ship. Now, for instance, here for small packages, you have 0.5 kilos, you have someone paying 4,000 shillings to ship now to the doorstep, when someone who's shipping 70 kilos is paying 760 shillings per kilogram. So this one would be paying an equivalent of 8,000 shillings. Now, the costs keep getting lower per kilogram as you go down. For instance, now you see 1 kg, they pay 4,946 shillings, Kenya shillings per kilogram. When it gets to 10 kgs, they are paying 17,958, which is basically 1,760 shillings per kilogram. And now it gets to 50 kilograms, they are paying less than 1,000 shillings per kilogram, which is 41,732, and 60 kilos 47,504. Now these are just sample numbers to guide you when in terms of to make proper planning when you're shipping your items now from now Kenya to the UK. And these rates cover doorstep delivery to anywhere in the UK, any doorstep, any zip code in the UK. Now documents have a different rate. And what type of documents are people sending, you may be wondering. So number one, there's educational documents, which are basically academic transcripts, maybe degree certificates. You have identification documents, for example birth and marriage certificates, your IDs, renewed passports that you need to send over to your family or friends. You have medical documents, maybe test records, original test records that are notarized. And what are the rates? Now you will notice that the cost is very dissimilar. This cost is cheaper than this. It's because of easier handling of goods. So we will provide you with professional envelopes to ship this. We will provide you with waterproof envelopes to ship your documents and to keep your documents safe. We'll provide professional mailers that have some bubble wrap inside to ensure there's no wear and tear to any of your documents on transit. So, and the cost you're looking at now, 0.5 kilos will be around 3,176 now shillings per kilogram. Now our 4 kilos will be 8,330, which now computes to roughly 2,000 shillings per kilo. So the rates to ship per kilo here are lower than here. So yes, that's it. The process is rather simple. We will provide you with free packaging. So we have a lot of boxes here, a lot of all the packaging necessities that you may need. We will do the professional packing for you. If you need collection services, we will also organize the collection for you at a cost of 40 shillings per kilogram from anywhere in the country, okay, and a minimum charge of 360 shillings. So 360 shillings computes to roughly, I think, $3 for collection anywhere in Nairobi, anywhere in Mombasa, anywhere in Meru, anywhere in Kisumu, wherever you are, okay. And any package above 10 kilograms will charge you now 40 shillings per kilogram to collect. That's it. So we'll collect, we'll prepare the proper packaging for you, we'll provide you with professional tracking, where you'll be able now to track from the comfort of your home. So once the packages get here, we always weigh them. If they need additional repacking, we'll repack on your behalf and assist you to get these things safely. So we'll add bubble wrap, we'll add damage in case you need it. We can add crates, basically everything. So your goods are safe with us. So choose Tuma Mizigo.